Welcome to another connection here on TKO Television. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dennis King. We do appreciate it. Each week we have a connection show and invite different organizations to come in and speak with us about what's going on around the broadcast area. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We're going to talk with two ladies today of two different organizations, but they're so important to the Harrison area. We'll be back in a moment.
Sullivan Pharmacy has been serving your prescription needs for over 40 years. Our professional staff is glad to assist you with prescriptions, over-the-counter medicines, and healthcare products. Stop by Sullivan Pharmacy if you have questions about Medicare Part D, and we'll be glad to help. If you're in a hurry, use our convenient drive-through window so you don't have to get out of your car. Sullivan Pharmacy, 731 North Main Street in Harrison, helping you feel better since 1965.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence. Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our first guest in the studio is from the Boone County Library. We ask her to come and see us about every month or so because they're always doing something there. Ginger Schonenberger. Thank you, Ginger, for coming in today.
Oh, well, you're so very welcome.
Fall.
It is fall.
It is fall.
Doesn't it feel wonderful
it
outside?
Does. It's so
you
nice.
get to wear your boots.
Yeah, put your sweater on.
You put your sweater, long sleeves.
Turn the air conditioner off. October, I'm sure you've got various things going on in the month of October at the Boone County Library. We want to talk about some specifics that Ginger's going to tell us about, and then we're going to talk about a little bit of generalization of what the library does. In case you haven't been down there, it's not just books anymore. It's a lot of different things.
Yeah, it sure is.
What's going on in October?
And forgive me for using my notes.
Oh, no, that's okay.
But
I have
as
to
you
use
know,
notes.
if I don't use my notes, I'm going to forget. But we do. We have a lot of different programs throughout the month of October.
Mm-hmm.
And most of it is geared towards not only adults but children as well, and so we have several programs going on for the children, and now I will just go through that really quickly.
Sure.
All right.
Got plenty
So
of time.
for our children, we have a book tasting, and I'm so sorry I said that, and actually that was on the 2nd. So you
we
actually
passed that.
missed the
We
book
missed
testing.
it. Oh, okay.
Tasting. Oh my goodness, let's try and do this again. All right, well, let's go from here. Let's see. So on the 16th of this month, we have a dictionary race that's going on upstairs with the children's department.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they're going to be having to get specific words and have to look them up and kind of have a little game to help them learn more vocabulary and increase that type of thing for them.
Okay.
And we're also going to have a mini pumpkin painting for the teens. And it's going to be, I believe it's on, it's because it says not real pumpkins. So it must be on either wood or styrofoam, I'm thinking. And so that's going to be on the 23rd. And that is, like I said, for the teens. And the teen programs, if I'm not mistaken, and I did try and write that down, I believe it's for up to the age of 18.
Yes, I saw that.
It does say from 6 to 12. No, that's 6 to 12. That's also after school. So it's 13 to 18.
13 to 18.
13 to 18. Well, I'm just really, I guess I've got fall fever or something. And then we're going to also have our Halloween food fright, which is going to be on the 30th. And apparently that's going to be some food that they're going to get to be tasting and making for themselves. And that's for our young adult.
Okay.
And for our school age, which is 6 to 12 years old, they're going to be having a community worker. It's going to be a dentist, hygienist. It's going to be coming from our local area.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be helping the kids to realize how important that
Taking
you
care
know
of
your
their teeth.
teeth are
Yes.
for health reasons.
Yes.
And then we're also going to be doing a haunted house fall maze. They're going to get to build mazes out of boxes. So that's always so exciting. We actually have some up there now, and they're really, really cute. And For our adults, we're going to be having a breakfast tofu delight cooking class with, I believe it's Marianne Kaffenberger. She's going to be doing that. And she's also been doing and helping with our reverse diabetes class. So she's also helping with that as well. And on the 18th, we're going to be having Wee Folks and Walking Sticks carving with Tim Peavy. And he's pretty amazing. He's got the most incredible walking sticks I've ever seen. He's got some intricate faces carved on those. Boy, they're just really beautiful. So he's going to be doing a program for us. And then the Buffalo National River, you know, we partner with them and have their program every month. And this month it's going to be What's the Rush? A Cultural Landscape of Rush Historic District. And that's going to be presented by Kevin Clark. He's, I believe he's a paleontologist from the Park Service here in Harrison. So he's going to be doing that. And then we're going to be doing a miniature fall wreath make and take on the 30th of October. That's going to be, again, that's an adult program. And if you've missed any of these programs, or if you want more details, again, we do have our newsletter. We also have the ability that you can get the newsletter on your computer if you'd like it sent to you monthly. And that's just BooneCountyLibrary.org. They can send some information. Give us a call at 741-5913, and they can give us a call about that. And we can give them all the information that we have. On the 24th of October, the Children's Department is going to be doing Wear Orange to Support Unity Day. They're also going to get a free ice cream cone. Kind of get chilly for ice cream cones now, but I think if we hurry up, we'll be all right. And again, remember that was up to age 18, so I think that's geared to all children. Okay, all ages. And then right now, through this entire week, they're going to be doing a pumpkin book character contest. And what that is if you find a character that's a favorite of yours in a book that you like, Harry Potter or whatever it might be, and you develop a pumpkin that reminds you of that character, you bring it in, and you could be have your fines wiped away. So in other words, we have fines, you know, like if we don't bring our books back, you get fined. It's 10 cents a day, but the good thing is it max out at $2. So let's just say that you've had that book for a year. You're not going to be charged. Bring the book back, and all you're going to be charged is $2 for the return.
Do you have, speaking of that, do you have many people who, I guess I'll use the word, take advantage, that don't bring your books back, or is that a small percentage? Or
it's really not a very big percentage. It is in the sense that when you're waiting for a book or you're waiting for an item and it doesn't come back, then the frustration is for you. Because the frustration is you don't get that book until that book is brought back. Or we typically wait for like a 3 to 6 month period. It depends on the item. And if that book has got holes on it, we don't wait that long to purchase another copy. So that's what kind of makes it difficult, because in that process, if we can't get a hold of you, we send you several letters. You get at least 2 letters, and then the third one you get a phone call to just remind you. You get text messages. And if for some reason we cannot get a hold of you, we will purchase that item again. And let's just say you brought it back today. Well, tomorrow I've already purchased, you know, like tomorrow I'm going to go purchase the book. Or I should say, let me reverse that. You brought it back today and I already purchased it yesterday.
So you've already replaced it.
So I've already replaced that item. So that means because I've already replaced it, you have to pay for the item. Okay. So
I didn't know if that was a huge problem.
It's not.
Not a really
it's not
huge
really
problem.
Huge.
That's good.
No.
Let's go back to the what you were talking about a few minutes ago, and the program you're doing here. Buffalo National River Partners are really a great organization that really have partnered, if you will, for use of the word again, with the library, and they bring some great programs down there. And I happen to see this one. I'm going to try to make this one. And the reason this one happens to be the history of Rush, Arkansas. And for particularly people that may have grew up here, I grew up here as a child, moved away for many, many years, came back, but before the Buffalo River was a national river, it had a lot of old homesteads, a lot of history there. And Rush happened to be an old silver mine area years and years ago, way before me, obviously. But there's a lot of buildings that they kept there, and if you've never been to Rush, you should go there sometime just to look around. There's tremendous history there. Of course, the silver mines closed years and years ago, but some of the old cabins and the store and it was actually a pretty thriving community.
Yes.
But anyway, what brought me to this was it's great to have the Buffalo
Yes.
National River Partners, because they give you some great programs you've had there.
They do. They have done tremendous work in the area.
Yeah.
Brought all kinds of knowledge.
I want to talk just a minute. How's your Kindness Pantry thing? Is it started?
The Kindness Pantry has been up for a while now.
Okay.
And that's the one where you just come and you either take what you need and then just leave what you don't and leave what you can. And so that's out there for all the public, and we need that. It's kind of an honorary thing. If you really don't need it, then you want to leave it for somebody else.
Yes.
But like if we wanted to bring some canned goods down there, something, yes, leave it there for somebody else that's less fortunate.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, is there certain days that people can pick up that
No,
food?
it's whenever it's full, because
Okay.
the library technically can't do anything with that. So if there isn't any food out there, it's really not. We can't really fill it. So we depend on the people of Harrison to fill that, and we've got several groups out there that come
that are
and do
bringing
fill
food
it.
in
Yes,
there?
they do
Okay.
fill
well,
it.
I knew you started that recently, which I thought
Yes.
was a fantastic thing for them to have at the library, because they're
Yes.
centralized in downtown, and a lot of people utilize the library. We've got a few minutes, and I just want to talk about maybe some of the things that people don't realize that you can do at the library. And you got the adult programs, the children's programs. They have all these special events like the Buffalo National River Partners come in.
Right.
But they not only have books, but they have
Right.
electronic books.
We do.
Genealogy is a big thing, isn't that
Yes,
one of your big
genealogy is huge.
people can come in?
Yes. Yes. We also have a small law library, if you didn't know
do?
that
I did
either.
not
We do
know
have a small law library. Now remember, we're not allowed to give any information or
No.
give you any type of advice, but the books are there for your use. And it's actually used to be upstairs in the children's department, a very small room upstairs, but what we've done is we moved it downstairs.
Okay.
So it's more readily available for the public. So it's
did not know.
yes, and it's always kept up. Always new books are put in there,
Okay.
and that's by the Arkansas Law Association.
Fantastic.
Yes. What we've also just started was our Food for Youth,
Okay.
and that's sponsored by the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas.
Okay. And you've
And
got-
I
hold
just
that
wanted
bag
to
up.
bring you
Yeah,
a
just hold that
bag
up in front of the camera
and
there.
kind of show you what's in here. These are whole grains, fruits,
Okay.
vegetables, cheese, so it's protein.
Okay.
Okay,
There
so
you go.
it's got juice, and it's also got milk
Now,
in
when
here.
do you give those, or how do you do those?
Okay, so what we do is the kids come in and sign their name, and
Okay.
then we just hand them a bag, and they eat that there. And let's just say that they don't want the Scooby snacks. All right, so what they can do is they can take these Scooby snacks and put them on a share table. So they put them on a share table, and if they see peanut butter and jelly or the cup of fruit in
They can
here,
switch it.
they can swap out, and they can take one item home with them.
Okay.
Okay, and but
nice.
this way we're providing food for the kids after school.
Very nice.
And so we do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday
Okay.
from 3:30 to 4:15. So if they get
Great
there at 4, they're
program.
still
I'm
going to
glad
get
you're doing
something to
that. That's
eat.
great for these kids.
This was very important, and
okay.
we're finding it a good.
We're about to run out. Did you have
one more
other
thing
thing?
I'd like
Okay.
to show you? You were
Okay.
talking about all the items that we do have. We're now putting some movies, 4 to 5 movies, on our Kindles. And so what can happen is people can come in, and instead of just checking out 1 or 4 movies, they can get one device and have, I think it's actually 6 items that we can put on a device.
Nice.
Yes.
Fantastic. That's a great idea. I knew you had a lot going on.
We have a lot
down there.
more going on. Yes.
Thank you
So
so
I'll
much.
have to come back.
Well, you're
Maybe
going to
it-
come back in 30 days anyway, so you can tell
Maybe
us
it
all.
won't be winter, winter brain or something.
Ginger Schonenberger with the Boone County Library. I told you she had a lot of stuff going on. We almost ran out of time. But go down and see them. They have lots of things going on, and it's a wonderful place. Ginger and her staff do an excellent job. Thanks. We'll have you
Thank
back
you.
next month, and we'll
I hope
continue
so.
this conversation. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We have another lady that's going to talk about the seniors in the area at the Boone County Senior and Wellness Center. Stay with us.
Stop Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us again on the Connection Show. Our next guest in the studio today comes to see us quite often. She's from the Boone County Senior and Wellness Center, Chris Kendall, and she is having trouble getting going today. She's got all kinds of problems.
That's okay. We're a great team, and we pull together to make sure that all those meals go out, and we do our best to make sure everybody has the transportation that they need as well. And but you know, just like everything else, sometimes we have hiccups, and you know, we work it out and we pull together as a team and we get it done. So
well, just real quickly here, of course, they just recently got a new truck to deliver the hot meals out there. But your hot meal program, I know you serve lunch at the facility from when, like 11 till?
Yes, from 11 to 12:30, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
You know, we're closed most holidays, but Monday through Friday, we start serving at 11:30, and then, or I'm sorry, 11, and then we stop serving at 12:30.
Now, do you try to detect, as far as the meals that go in your truck that go out to the public throughout the county? Do you try to do that before you start the meals there at the facility, or how do you tie all that in together?
Well, it has become kind of a hopefully a well-oiled machine most days. My cook arrives at 6 a.m. and starts preparing the meal, and then about 9 o'clock they start packaging the meals to go out on the hot meals to go out on the routes. And so they get all of those meals packaged and get them out the door. One of our routes leaves about 10 o'clock, and well, I think 2 of them leaves at 10, and then the rest leave at 11:30. Our volunteer routes leave at 11:30 or 10:30.
Okay.
And you know, they're usually back pretty quickly. But then once we have served all of the hot, you know, the congregate meals that come through, we cook extra every day. And so the extra that we have cooked, we package into frozen meals. And so those meals are put into the freezer to be frozen, and those go out. We usually take out 2 frozen meals on Thursdays, and that covers the weekend meals. And so each of our clients, unless they have a reason that they don't want to receive the weekend meals, they receive a hot meal Monday through Friday, but then on Thursdays we deliver 2 frozen meals so that they have meals for the Saturday and Sunday as well.
Wow.
Now we also have the frozen routes that go out in the afternoon. They go out after the hot meals have been delivered, and they go out into the county, and so they go out to Lead Hill, Diamond City, Alpena, Valley Springs, Bergman, out 7th South towards Jasper. You know, we don't go past the county line, of course, but out to like Batavia, and you know, just the outlying places that we can't reach every day. We deliver frozen meals to those people so that they have, you know, 7 meals for a week of food.
Wow. Well, that's a lot of territory. You know, when you're talking about the entire county, you just did city.
That's correct.
And they started doing all of Boone County for people that needed nutritional meals delivered, and that is quite a project, because the Boone County is a pretty big area, and you start trying to deliver those meals out there. That's a lot of coverage out there. Roughly how many are you on an average? How many meals are you taking out?
On a daily basis, roughly, and this is a rough guess.
That's okay.
We serve about 165, 170 clients.
Okay.
And when you think about the whole county, that's really not very many. We have doubled in the past 2 years. We have doubled the
Right.
people that we're serving, the meals that we serve. However, I think there's still so many people out there in the county that just don't know that they could receive these meals.
Yes.
And so, we ask for help to get the word out to these people that are out in the county that may not know that we're serving the county anymore. To qualify for Meals on Wheels, you have to be 60 or above,
Okay.
and not be able to drive, to be homebound.
Okay.
And so if you think you might qualify, or if you think you know that someone that might qualify, have them to call the center and ask. And we will come and do a home visit. I'll come to their home and talk to them and see if they do qualify, and then we can get them started as soon as the next day. Which it's really great because some services take a week to 2 weeks before they can get people started, but with our service, like I said, within a couple of days we'll get meals to that person.
Yeah.
Even if they're out in the county, if they really need the meals, then we will do our best to get them out there the same day or the next day.
Wow. So really, if anyone is watching the show here out there and you know of somebody, because a lot of times elderly people, well, some of them unfortunately because of the income levels, may not have a television, even though they can pick up this station and numerous others off the air free with a small antenna, but they may not know about it for some reason. If you know of an elderly person, maybe a neighbor or someone that lives in your community that might need help with nutritional needs, please, if they can't maybe they don't have a phone or something, please contact the Boone County Senior Center, give them the name and so forth so they could contact them and see, because it's certainly very important that elderly people have the nutritional supplements, the nutritional needs that they would require out there, and even more so for the elderly people. So that's a good point, that you do need to know about those people.
That's right. And make sure that you have, if you're calling for someone else, make sure that you have their permission to contact us before you do contact us, because legally we're not allowed to talk to anyone about a specific person, about their services without their approval.
Yes.
And so, we can give general information, but specific information, we're very HIPAA conscious, and so we protect the client's privacy as much as we can.
Right.
A common misunderstanding that people have about the Meals on Wheels and all of our services is that we're a government agency, and we are not. We are a nonprofit, and we do receive state and federal funding. However, that's only 49% of our budget. And so because we're a nonprofit, we ask for donations for our services, and so we suggest $3 per meal. Now, if someone can afford that, then we're not going to deny services. Because we are not an income-based program. We're not going to deny services for the inability to give that donation. Any donations that you can afford are of course appreciated, but we're not going to deny services because of that. And so, we urge you to contact us and call and see, if you qualify, and we can go from there.
Okay, good. Okay. We got about 5 minutes. Let's talk about what's going on there in October. What do you got on your calendar there?
We do have a lot going on. One thing I do want to mention really quickly is, with the growth that we have had, is that we're in desperate need of volunteers for home delivered meals.
Okay.
If you can spare just 30 minutes to an hour per week, please contact us and let us know that you can help. There again, desperate need in help of that. We have a lot going on. We're going to the Botanical Gardens in Fayetteville next week, and there's no cost to get there. There again, we ask for donations for our transportation services. Mitch Cash is going to be doing a presentation about elder law for our folks.
Okay.
He comes quite often, so we're very glad to have him. Jerry Jackson will be here next week. Mayor Dan Sherrill has already visited the center, and so we've asked both of them to come and visit with us, but Jerry will be there next week.
Okay.
On Wednesday. We have a new program called Drums Alive that is starting in October. We're very excited about that. It's an exercise program, and it will be in the afternoons. We also have Zumba in the afternoons, and the instructor for any of our exercise classes, the instructors always pay attention to the participants of the class, and they modify the steps so that each person can participate no matter what their mobility level is.
That makes it nice.
It does.
Okay.
Drug Take Back Day is October 26th, and so if you have unused prescriptions or outdated medications in your medicine cabinet, please bring them to the center so they can be disposed of properly. Also, we're starting our Books Only Bingo, and that's going to be October 23rd. It's going to be once a month, and this is meant to be an intergenerational activity. And so we want people of all ages to come and play bingo. Okay. The suggested donation for that is, I believe we set it at $1.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's 50 cents per card to play, and you can have a maximum of 3 cards. And it's either that or bring a book that you would like to maybe exchange, and that would be your participation donation is bringing a book. And we have books there at the center that we have that we can use for prizes for this Books Only Bingo. So that's really exciting too.
Good. We got about 2 minutes. What else you got going here?
In November, we have a lot of great things going. We'll have our Veterans Tree, our Veterans Lunch. We're going to go to Flames of Freedom. A ukulele band is going to come and play some music for us. We're going to go to the Haygoods, and we're going to have a pajama day right after Thanksgiving. The day that we come back from Thanksgiving, we're going to have a pajama day. Everybody is to wear their pajamas to the center, and we're going to decorate the center for Christmas. So
wow,
that'll be a lot of fun.
You do a lot of things out there.
We're also going to have a bake sale the week before Thanksgiving, and so we're going to have like pumpkin pies and pecan pies and different baked goods that you may enjoy for the holiday, but may not have time to bake yourself. And so we'll have flyers out for that for November, and of course any proceeds that we receive goes towards our fundraising goal, and that is around $35,000 for this year. And so and that's just basic operations and costs for food and
right.
Just
takes a lot.
We have a budget of over $400,000 this year.
Wow.
And so like I said,
anything they can do.
Our part of the fundraising goal is $35,000. And so if you can't volunteer your time, then we encourage you to give a monetary donation if you can.
Okay.
We appreciate any donations that you can make, because it takes money to help all of these people.
Well, you do a great job. You have great programs out there. If you've never been out to the Boone County Senior and Wellness Center, go by and see Chris and the staff. They do a wonderful job out there with the seniors, and they have a great lunch and meal too. Go by and enjoy. Chris, thanks for coming in. I know it was a stressful morning. Hopefully it'll get better as the day goes on. Thanks for joining us on The Connection Show. We'll see you again next time.
We all need the help of a pharmacy from time to time. Sullivan Pharmacy would like to thank all their customers for supporting them as an independent local pharmacy. When you trade with an independent pharmacy, you deal with an owner that supports the local economy and charities. Visit Sullivan Pharmacy for any of your over-the-counter or prescription needs. It's important to keep helping those that help the community. Sullivan Pharmacy, 731 Main Street, Harrison, serving this area since 1965.